الرحمن الرحيم waxaan bilaabaynaa chapter 7 algebraic expressions and manipulation qaybtiisa koowaad lesson 7.1 removing brackets learning outcomes by the end of the lesson learners will be able to expand brackets simplify factorizing making subject formula now NB removing brackets when removing brackets every term inside the bracket must be multiplied by whatever that is inside the bracket. Example number 1, expand the following. You have 4 bracket x minus 3. X minus 3. So the answer will be whatever that is inside the bracket will be multiplied by the number which is outside the bracket. So therefore we multiply 4 times x, we get 4x. And then 4 times 3, you get 12. So this will be minus 12. Minus 12. Number B, this was A, B. M squared, bracket, M minus N plus NM. Plus NM. The number that is outside the bracket will be multiplied by all the whatever that is inside the bracket. So m squared times m, you get m cubed, that is 3m's, minus m squared times n, you get m squared n, and then plus m squared times nm will be m cubed plus m cubed n c. 2 over 3 bracket 6x minus 9y plus 1 over 3 bracket 9x plus 6y. The number that's outside the bracket is multiplied, so this will be equal to, by 3, 1 by 3 you get 2, you get 2 times 2, you get 4x, then by 3, 1 by 3, 3, you get 2 times 3, you get 6y, and then plus, by 3, 1 by 3, you get 3x, and then by 3, 1 by 3, you get 2y. So 4x plus 3x, like terms, you get 7x, minus 6y plus 2y, you get minus 4y. Minus 4y. The next one, D, number 2a, we have x expand the following, x plus 2, and then x plus 3. X plus 2, x plus 3, meaning there are several ways. Method 1, we can do it like this. You multiply, you also multiply that one. Then the next one, you start 2 multiplied by x and then 2 multiplied by 3. So 2x times x, you get x squared. Then x times 3, you get 3x. 2 times x, you get 2x. And then 2 times 3, you get 6. So therefore, you add these two, you get x squared, 5x, and then 6. So that is one way. A different way is x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 2, x plus 3. So you just use table. You write x plus 2, and then x plus 3. You just multiply like this. X times x, x squared, x times 2, 2x, x times 3, 3x, x times 3 times 3, 9. So therefore you get x squared plus 5x plus 9. Plus 9. So that is another way. This is 2, and this is method 1. The next one is B, 2x plus 3y, and then 2x minus 3y. So this one is difference of 2 squares. It's like saying a plus b, a minus b. The answer will be a squared minus b squared. So this will be the same as a will be equal to 2x, so therefore 2 x into bracket squared, you get 4x squared. And then b squared is 3, so you get 9y squared. As well, you can multiply 2 times 2x times 2x, you get 4x squared. 2x times that number 3, you get minus 6xy. And then this times this, you get 6xy. And then plus 3 times that number, you get minus 9y squared. Minus 9y squared. Total, you get 4x squared. Minus 6 plus 6 will be 0. And then minus 9y squared. Minus 9y squared. The next one is factorizing, simple factorizations. When factorizing, the largest possible factor is removed from each of the terms and placed outside the brackets. You're told to factorize the following expressions. A will be equal to 10x plus 15. Therefore, the common factor is 5. You write 5 outside, you get 2x and then plus 3. B, 6ax minus, so all of ay minus 18m squared. 18a squared, I'm sorry. This is 18a squared. So the answer will be, they have common factor 6 and then a. So 6a outside, you will remain with x. There you get 2, then you get y, and then 18 divided by this, you get 3, and then only single a. Single a. The last one, C, 56 x squared y minus 28 xy squared. So this will be equal to, they have common factor 28 outside, they have common factor x, single x, common factor only single y. There you get 2, and then x minus. We remove these 2, we only remain with y. So that is example number 3, example number C. Then the next one, I will be starting number 2, making subject formula. Making subject formula. Make the letter in bold the subject. Making subject formula. Making subject formula. A, 3x minus 7y equal to 4z. We are told to make x the subject. So what you do is you transfer minus 7y to the right. You get 3x equal to 4z plus 7y. And then x will be equal to, you divide both sides by 3, you get 4z plus 7y, divide all these by 3. The next one is circumference of a circle. C is equal to 2 pi r. Then you're told to make r the subject. You divide both sides by 2 pi. So r will be equal to circumference divided by 2 pi. You make that the subject. The next one is m C, that is M equal to 3A root P divided by X. And then we are told to make P the subject. So what you do is you first of all divide 3A. You get 3A on both sides, so this will be M divided by 3A is equal to root B divided by X. We are told to make P the subject, so therefore I'll remove the square root. You square both sides. So square both sides. So if you square this one, you must also square this one. So this will be M squared divided by 9A squared is equal to P divided by X. And then we cross multiply. This will be 9A squared P is equal to M squared X. And then you divide both sides by 9A squared. So M squared X divided by 9A squared. 9A squared. So that is P the subject. The next one will be XT, that is the last one, D. This will be XT divided by 7 equal to P plus 2 divided by 3X. We are told to make X the subject. You cross multiply, you get 3X squared T will be equal to 7P plus 14. 7P plus 14. So we divide both sides by 3T. You get X squared is equal to 7P plus 14. All of this divided by 3T. Therefore, X will be equal to root plus or minus root 7P plus 14. All of this divided by 3T. So that is the subject formula. Then the next one, next, factorize the following quadratic expressions. Factorize the following quadratic expressions. A, x squared plus 7x plus 2 aleph. Then you're told to factorize. So what you do is, the coefficient of x squared is 1, so therefore you say two numbers when you multiply to give you 12, and when you add them to give you 7. That's the middle. So the numbers, you write the factors of 12. So factors of 12 there, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So two numbers when you multiply to give you 12, and when you add them to give you 7 is 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So you substitute, you say x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. Therefore, you factor out x here. You remain with x plus 3. And then plus 4 outside. You remain with x plus 3 there. So the number that is outside, we have x plus 4. So the next one is x plus 3. X plus 3. So that is example number 1. A. B, we have x squared minus x minus 42. The same way, you look for two numbers. When you multiply, you get minus 42. And when you add them together, you get minus 1. That is here, minus 1. The numbers are 6 and minus 7. 6 and minus 7. Then we substitute, you get x squared, then plus 6x minus 7x minus 42. And then factorize. This one you get x outside, x plus 6 minus 7 outside, x plus 6, you get x minus 7, and then x plus 6, I'm sorry, x plus 6. The last one, we have 6x squared minus x minus 1 equal to 1. So the same way, you look for two numbers, you multiply, you get minus 6, you add them together, you get minus 1. So the numbers will be 2 and minus 3. 2 and minus 3. So this will be equal to 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 1. So 2x common factor, you remain with 3x, then plus 1. There you will have 1 outside, then 3x plus 1. So outside the bracket, you have 2x minus 1, and then 2x minus 1, and then 3x plus 1 plus 1. So that is that example. And